Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the one, the only, episode 50 of the playthrough of Persona 5, the Big 5-0. I can't believe the series has gone on this long and we're a little over a third of the way through the game, apparently. But this is awesome. Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna try again. Actually, no, this is a good time, I think, to save. 55 hours, 15 minutes. Oh yeah, one thing I also love about Persona, you get a shit ton of save files. I think 4 had 25 save slots or something like that. They have a lot of save slots and I love that. I don't know why this isn't standard in all games. Like, it feels like a lot of games these days only have like 3 to 5 slots. I just wish they had more, you know? But good on Persona for having lots. Let's play a game. God damn it, fucking audio. There. That works, okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Can we get it? Can we get it this time? God, I love 8-bit music. Even gang? Damn it.
Oh, man.
I feel like it's just luck. 9. Fuck.
Oh, man.
Alright, I'm just gonna start going in on evens. I mean odds. Evens are failing me. I'm wasting time on a skill that I don't even need anymore. Yeah, boy, here we go.
Listen up, inmate. Our master wants a word with you.
It seems you formed a contract with another new ally. This is the owner of quite a different type of power. It will help guide you all to further heights as thieves.
So what now?
Worry not. You are steadily approaching the realization of your goal. This is not necessarily to prove so, but I shall increase the number of personas
Yes, sir.
at once. From here on, your tale will make great progress. Hone your powers even further, and prepare for the time that will soon come. I expect great things from you.
So what? How are we this far ahead with Igor's already?
All right.
Until we meet again.
It is time, inmate. Return to your world.
I gotta take a shit. Do you guys have plumbing in the Velvet Room? Yeah, boy. God, summer break was only like 2 weeks.
Ooh, a uniform.
School resumes today.
Make sure you study hard.
Are you not going?
Futaba says she's going to shift to living a morning person's life.
A healthy mission starts with a healthy lifestyle.
Mission?
And on to breaking news. In regard to the so-called Phantom Thieves events that have been a hot topic among the general public, the Prime Minister held a press conference at his official residence to address the problem.
The government acknowledges the current rumors of the group called the Phantom Thieves. We are currently confirming facts with the police and wish to deal with it in an appropriate...
Even the Prime Minister's talking about the Phantom Thieves?
They're allies of justice, after all.
They change hearts, huh? I wonder if it's true.
Looks like we're finally being recognized across the country.
Think so?
In all honesty, I think you guys are managing great. It's all thanks to my amazing guidance. Let's find clues on that case as soon as we can, too. And resolve it ourselves. For Futaba's sake, too.
You two really get along, don't you? You're gonna be late if you don't get going soon.
Good luck on your student duties.
Why is Futaba not in school? Said she finished middle school, right? She should be in high school.
Age group with the most belief in the Phantom Thieves seems to be teenagers. We've even received messages about how the Phantom Thieves are all students talk about these days.
Do you know about them?
They're the only thing my daughter speaks to me about. She's been glued to this fan site thing. I thought it was just an ordinary website.
Lately, they've added a polling feature to ask who you'd like to see have a change of heart. Given people's heightened expectations, it's been receiving a lot of votes.
Huh. Maybe I should go vote for our company president. Change his heart so he'll raise our salaries. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Oh, it's all over.
Can't believe school is starting up again. Not like I did anything during summer break. I just stayed in and played online games.
The Phantom Thieves are great!
Nothing you could have done this summer would have topped the Phantom Thieves. Hacking MedJed back and all the other stuff. It was totally nuts. Everyone online was waiting for the deadline to hit. People sure do love the Phantom Thieves. Speaking of, have you checked out the fan site recently? They added a bunch of new stuff, including the option to rank people to get a change of heart. Oh, is that how we get our next target? We just let the public vote?
Second term's already started. I think this every year, but isn't summer vacation too short?
Every break is too short. Winter break is coming.
How desperate are you?
All right, let's begin homeroom. Let's see. We've just gotten back from vacation, but starting next Monday is the school trip.
Oh yeah, that's right. You students are so lucky. You get an entire month off for summer and get to go to Hawaii too.
What?
Make sure that none of you cut loose too much, okay? Okay, settle down. That concludes homeroom.
School trip, huh? I guess we won't be able to act as Phantom
Takamaki-san! You can speak English, right?
Basically, yeah.
That's amazing.
I lived over there, so it's nothing that special.
Hey, if there's something we're not sure of in English, can we ask you about it?
Huh?
All people are talking about in my class is the Phantom Thieves. Is it the same for you? Talk about being popular. Anyways, now that a new semester started, let's have another operation meeting. It's gonna be interesting.
There you guys are.
Futaba! Did you come here by yourself?
I went to get her since I got out of school early.
What a patronizing Inari.
Well then, let's get talking. What do we do now? Should we go after another big target?
That's important too, but what about that villain in the cognitive world?
It's almost certain that this person exists. What's more, they're inducing mental shutdowns. We certainly can't turn a blind eye.
Yeah, but we don't got any clues. But, you know how we're totes popular right now? Everyone at school's talking about us, and not a day goes by when you don't hear about it on TV either. We totally made it big, don't you think?
True. The rankings on the Phantom Aficionado website have been crazy too.
You mean this?
Huh? What the hell? First place keeps changing by the second.
People are voting around the clock after all.
If we go after these guys, I'm sure we'll score some big cash at least once. What would you use money like that for?
Savings. Gotta get that interest.
I've never heard of a Phantom Thief that saves up money.
Are you fine with that, Futaba? even though it's related to what happened to your mother.
It's not okay. I'm definitely gonna punch that guy.
The culprit forcing mental shutdowns. If you think about it, there's no bigger target than that. If we can change his heart and get a confession out of him, we'll be on top of the world for real. Should we reveal our identities then? Oh, I bet chicks are gonna be all over us.
Whoa, whoa! You want us to show our faces? I guess that might be okay.
I see. If the true culprit confesses, the existence of the metaverse will become known. There would be no need for us to remain in hiding in such a questionable manner.
Hey, we're not doing this to stand out, you know. Being unknown is the allure of being a phantom thief.
But considering the hype now, it's gonna be one hell of a huge deal if we pull it off.
Are there really no clues regarding those mental shutdown cases? If I remember right, wasn't the older Nijima sister investigating it? Yes, I can pry and ask about it, but she'll just tell me to mind my own business and get angry with me.
If you can't ask her, wanna just extract that data? Does she have a personal laptop or something?
Don't tell me.
I can lend you a storage device with my special gimmick on it. Just
Let's
put
do
this
it.
baby in and it'll clone the internal hard drive. It'll even bypass the OS password. You'll have to plug it directly into her laptop though. Can you do it?
Sis does bring her laptop home sometimes, but I'm not comfortable going that far.
Ooh, is Futaba gonna do something amazing again?
Are you scared of seeing how your sister truly feels?
No! Of course not.
She just downloads it and it's just nothing but porn. It's just a laptop filled with a terabyte of porn. It's like, oh my god, Sai! What the fuck?
I was in a tabloid magazine, but I gave a gag order in regard to Mr. Kamoshida's case. Please, wait! Please give me some time! I will find evidence on the Phantom Thieves for sure. I couldn't have made it this far had it not been for your assistance, sir. So, please, please let me...
Are they gonna have him whacked?
No! No!
These rankings are insane. Yes, if you look away for even a single moment, the order changes completely. It's hard to decide who to actually go after. They're flooding in. We can choose anyone we want. We should wait for now, though. It'll surely cool off soon. More importantly, how are things on your end, Makoto? Sis isn't home yet. She may not come back at all tonight. Man, just think how great it'd be to narrow down our targets. That's true, but aren't you guys taking this too lightly? All the pressure here rests on me. Counting on you. Even you? I suppose I'll do it.
Let's leave this to Makoto. I'm sure she'll be able to pull it off. Hey!
Ooh, social link? It's okay. I need angelic kindness. Really? Whoop. Whoop. I gotta rank up my kindness. Okay. Yeah, see, that's why I wanted to prioritize these social stats early. Because it hinted early that they would be important for social links with Ong when you had to have rank 2 kindness to interact with her. So yeah, we need to work on kindness.
Hey!
Guess we just start cleaning.
Well then.
Actually, I want to check the bookstore. I want to check to see if there's a book.
Welcome.
Yeah, here we go. Photo guidebook of the shrines, stargazing special on planetariums. Feel the atmosphere of the antique. I mean, we'll get them. But nothing. Where? Let's go back to the second-hand shop. See if there's like a new game or something. So we got it from here, right?
What would you like?
Broken laptop looks salvageable. Let's fucking get it. Get 3 more of the yarns and whatnot. I must have for crafting. Fuck it. Okay, what do I have for books? I think I only have knowledge books, because I would have read all the other ones by now. Ooh, a guts book. Huh, okay. We need to do kindness though, and we can't work at the flower shop right now. Yeah, I guess we just clean.
Hey. Well then.
Oh.
We need the better SP items.
Listen up. That should do it for now. Hey.
We'll worry about the video game and cheesing that through saving and whatnot on a day where there's not a lot of plot happening.
Huh. Did you get a tan? You seem different.
I've killed 3 people.
Thank you for the coffee last time. It is a lovely cafe. I haven't relaxed that much in a while.
I killed 3 people since we last met. You should come again.
That's nice of you to say, especially lately, since it seems I'm hated by those who support the Phantom Thieves. Anyhow, it seems your school's in trouble. The media is reporting that the whole school was involved in the cover-up about that gym teacher. Those unfortunate students were made victims, all because adults valued their own conveniences. This is unforgivable, no matter the reason.
That's what they get.
If you need anything, I'll do my best so that the case is wrapped up quickly.
Hey!
What up?
Hey, it's that girl again.
Did you see that ad in the train?
What ad?
The media's gonna come to our school. At least be a little interested in it. Cover up by faculty and principal of Shujin Academy, where the Phantom Thieves first appeared. It's been a huge deal already. I wonder what's gonna happen to the principal now. Anyways, we made the right choice going after big targets. Everywhere I go, people are talking about us.
Okay, that girl absolutely knows it's us. Like, there's no way. Like, I recognize her from the cover. Like, so this girl in the background is obviously just gonna join, and she's clearly listening right now. I wonder how she ends up joining us. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm
But she has a really high-pitched voice.
That girl just now, don't you think she was fine? The Phantom Thieves are on fire right now, so I wonder if I got a chance if I asked her out? It sucks that I can't just say I'm actually a Phantom Thief to anybody.
My guy. I already ship him with On.
The whole cover-up thing?
This is the first time I'm hearing about it, too. Even if the police ask you anything, you better not make irresponsible comments to them.
She'll cut you.
Seriously, why does this keep happening? All my relatives are gonna call me again. Oh, perfect timing. I think you might have been told this already, but it's about the school trip. You know how the police have been coming to the school again because of that incident? So, a number of the senior faculty are going to be called in for questioning, and that day just happens to overlap with the school trip.
Yes, I've been told so.
Now, this came up at the faculty meeting, but the plan is to have third years to act as our proxies. I'm so sorry to drop this on
This can
you,
only end well.
but we'll be counting on you.
What?
You know, a lot of the second years this year happen to be unique. You must have your hands full with the entrance exams, but I'm sure you'll be fine with your grades. Don't worry. There'll be a couple more people going besides you.
If that's the case, very well.
Really? Oh, thank goodness. I'll go ahead and pass this news on then.
You get a free trip. Wait, where is the trip to?
I guess that works out.
Listen this time, okay?
The tabloids have been all over it. You might have some concerns, but we're gonna do things as usual. I heard that the school was in on it and tried to hide it. Were the teachers involved in the scandal too? I had nothing to do with it. Do you really think I have that much power? Okay, that's enough chit chat. If you're that worried, you can always see our school counselor. Starting today, we'll have Dr. Maruki on call. He went to the trouble of getting him, so don't be afraid to ask. Okay, I just had a thought pop into mind. Okay, right, Kamoshida's alive, right? He wanted to take his own life, but he didn't, because An was like, no, you need to atone for your crimes. And he was like, yeah, okay, you're right. I'm sorry. So why wouldn't, like, the investigators just ask him, like, hey, who all knew about this? Who was in on it? Like, who has helped keeping this covered up? And if he was, like, in that state of mind where he wanted to, like, right his wrongs and whatnot and atone, wouldn't he have just said, oh yeah, this person, the janitor, the lunch lady, and whatnot all knew about it, and these parents all knew about it? Like, wouldn't he have just, like, spilled it? Why do they need to interrogate all the teachers? Anyways, whatever. Pressing onwards.
Man.
Yikes, the new semester's barely started and things are already getting crazy. You guys see? Akechi showed up in the rankings. Perhaps it's due to the negative comments he made about us. Seems that way. God, this is freaking amazing. I feel bad. Come on, you don't gotta pity a jerk like him. He's a nice guy, though. By the way, how's it going, Makoto? You getting to your sister's data yet? I think she's been busy. She didn't come home at all yesterday. That's problematic. What are we gonna do? We can't do a damn thing till we get that. Don't rush me. I assure you, I can handle this. More importantly, everyone at school has been on edge since that tabloid article. Please be careful not to stand out, okay? You don't gotta tell me twice.
Hey, are you listening?
No, I'm not listening. You, pay attention to how you listen. Feel murderous intent. And quick dodge. Look at that shit. I know your game. Ushimaru.
Hey!
Too bad my charm is maxed. I am the charm.
Well then.
Hello there. You remember our deal? How I was supposed to help you with physical training? You think we could put that on hold for the next week? I'm going to a training camp, so I'll be out of Japan for a while. We're going to Hawaii? That's where the school trip is? Huh? All right, the second year's trip is next. How does the school afford to send a whole bunch of students to Hawaii? No, that's a coincidence. We're both going overseas at the same time, huh? Okay, then training's on hiatus until we both get home. Enjoy your trip. You have to tell me all about it later. So regarding my research, do you have any time today? If you're free, I'd like to get some more input from you. Decide later. Please hear me out. I shall surely escape my slump this time. My desperation has given birth to a new idea. These possibilities make my heart dance. I would like for you to come with me again if you're able. Yeah, let's go. Thank you. The source of my inspiration is at the church. We shall go there together. Let us make haste. Our prior theme, love, it proved to be quite useful for me indeed. After an enlightening session, I once again attempted to paint. However, nothing I put on the canvas was to my satisfaction. Before the gods of art, I am naught but a lost sheep. Ah, yes, lost sheep. I have come here with you for precisely that reason.
Indeed.
Our theme today shall be anguish. I shall paint the anguish Christ felt as he bore the sins of mankind. I have seen various sculptures and paintings on the matter, but merely replicating them will not do. Could any believers be willing to model and help me capture the true essence of anguish? Seems not.
Well then.
Very well. You'll have to be my model today. Make me beautiful. I can only represent the reality of my base subject. Anything more would be asking too much. Now then, let us begin. Show me a pose that will put the anguish of Christ on full display. I see. So this would be, no, perhaps. Seems this is not working. I like to capture anguish, yet you remain calm and composed. Even the slightest wrinkle can change one's expression of things. I shall not compromise even for this sketch.
No.
Now, raise your hands higher. More, give me more anguish. Bring it to its upper limits, like this. This position, so this is the passion of the Christ. Forsaken by his disciples, abhorred by a criminal by the public, pierced with nails and hung on the cross. I understand now. This is the true anguish of the passion. It feels as though something is boiling up within me. What are you children doing? Well, this is an art study. Art? That? I'm attempting to paint anguish, so I decided to use the crucifixion of Christ as a point of reference. So you're interested in the anguish of the crucifixion? While it is true that Jesus' crucifixion on the cross is a symbol of deep suffering, it also bears a much more positive message, one of resurrection, of forgiveness. Resurrection? Forgiveness? I'm not sure I understand. Those ideas are contradictory to my conception of anguish. It may be difficult to grasp what I'm saying right now, but try to consider what the anguish one may feel today will someday bring forth new hope. Ah, and by the way, I suggest you contain your excitement while here. You may trouble the congregation. So those shocking depictions were actually meant to represent forgiveness, not pain. Hope from anguish. I'm not sure I understand. I must learn more about the hearts of men. Do you think I'll be able to capture that truth someday? I'm sure you will. Indeed. If I do not have belief in my own abilities, I will never come to accomplish anything. This is exceedingly strange, though. Spending time with you has helped me discover new aspects of myself. You are perhaps a mirror of sorts. If there is anything I can do in return, please let me know. I wish to repay your kindness. Allows Yusuke to create any skill card he has copied once before. Wow. That is really good. Oh, I gotta start taking advantage of this card skill. Let us return home. I bid you farewell. Farewell. Wonderful.
See you.
It's like we're doing the YMCA. Apologies for this call. Can I talk to you about something? The crucifixion supposedly symbolizes resurrection, forgiveness, and hope, but I could not grasp those connections. Once again, I made the same mistake of picking up only the superficial meaning. The more I think about it, the further I seem to be from understanding the abyss of the heart. Don't overthink it. You're right. Worrying is only a waste of my effort and time. I should be drawing. But perhaps it's time for me to switch up my way of thinking. I still have a tough road ahead, but talking to you gave me some relief. I'm truly fortunate to have you by my side. I'll see you later.
Hey.
What did your principal let happen this time? Your school is on the news again. You some kind of misfortune magnet or something? Just don't bring any bad luck down on me, got it? Did you get the data yet? No, my sister still hasn't come home. Man, she's seriously that busy? Probably because of us. So, do you still want to go through with this? Yes, I can do it. Hold on, I have a message. It sounds like she's on her way home. Alright, it's finally time. My heart's pounding. Make sure to be cautious, okay? Be careful. Understood, I'll report back tomorrow.
Ooh, I can't wait to see what comes of this.
Hey, voice acting.
Hey!
Oh, never mind. You've been carrying that broken laptop around for a while. You can't use it until it's fixed, right? We just need something to repair it. I bet Akihabara would have something that'd do the trick. Should knows we mind coming to work today. Yeah, fuck it. Who fixes it? Akia. Do you gotta go to the... I don't know. I don't remember who it said. Let me check log. Akihabara. Oh, it's the town. Okay. There we go. Oh, hello, Mishima.
Welcome.
Ooh. The latest robot vacuum that cleans automatically for the busy business person. Digicam with the latest tech. Take photos in any light for the pro photographer. A face massager that can slim your face quickly for the rising star. 370,000 rotations per second obliterates plague for the busy business person. Ultraloud alarm clock to wake up any sleepyhead for the busy business person. Palm-sized machine that dispenses fragrance and moisture for desk workers. What are the point of those?
Take your time.
I don't even know what I'm looking for. Oh, I remember capsules. Yeah, these were huge in completing Persona 4. What?
Yeah.
It's uncommon. It's not a big one, but it's not a huge loss either.
Oh yeah.
So they hear they want these capsule toys. Oh, I guess they're different. What is this? The Maid Cafe. Oh, here's a wrench. Maybe this is what I need. Welcome, we have high quality goods here. Be careful what you use them, alright? Yeah, here we go. Let's get it all. Only 2? I want that permanent lockpick, and I don't remember the resources for it. But now we can work on the computer. What is this? The arcade, okay. What is this? Retro Game Shop. Oh, here we go. Will you be at Star Fornius? The very first game of Feature Rapid Fire. Oh, when I started this high score craze. Yeah, players went nuts trying to figure out the secrets and game mechanics to outscore each other. Yes, this is the game that defined the shooting genre. It's a masterpiece. I have some prizes left from back then, so I can exchange them with that postcard for you. Nice. Oh, sorry, I got all pumped without reason. Were there any games you wanted to check out? Charm. Kinder. Gutsier. Proficiency. Knowledge. Get them all, right? There's gotta be an achievement for beating all the games, right? We're running low on cash. Nice. Now let's go back to the cafe and start gaming after this crossword, of course. All right, what is it? A border between air masses. That's a front, right? Come on, can I get 2 in a row without having to check the guide? Let's fucking go. I'm a genius.
All right.
I see. Nice. Oh.
Kinder, here we go.
Okay.
Oh no, it's another dice game.
Oh.
Oh no. Roll at least a secret number. Oh no. Shit. Reroll. There we go. Stay with this. Your number is 11. As for the secret number, do you remember my name? It's Octavius Octas in the number 8. You've bested my secret number trial. Hell yeah.
Hey.
Ooh, we got 2 for that. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, here it goes.
Looks like you're busy.
I'm listing up the evidence that's been taken into storage. It's a chore that any part-timer could do. I don't have time to waste on something like this. It felt like my irritation would show on my face at the office, so I brought it home.
Sorry to hear.
The Phantom Thieves case isn't so easy that I could pursue it in my spare time. The media keeps making a ruckus about it, so people have been wary whenever we make inquiries. Why I couldn't get anything out of a man who seemed to have intel. I even tried threatening him. All I did was question him a bit harshly.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'll be going on a school trip starting next week. The senior faculty are being questioned, so I'll be going in their stead.
Sounds good to me. The school will owe you for it. It won't get in the way of your entrance exams, will it?
Not at all. Feel free to take a bath first. I need to study.
Okay. I think I'll do that.
This should do it, right?
How much goddamn porn is there?
Makoto?
Yes?
I want to change my toothbrush.
I bought a new one already. It's on the shelf.
Thanks.
Hurry. No way already.
How fast was that bath?
That was fast.
I'm not really in the mood to relax in the tub.
Oh, it's so close.
Oh, okay.
Done too. Oh, sis?
What is it?
I bought a new bath salt. It's on the same shelf, so would you mind putting it in the tub?
Not at all.
Yes.
Let's fucking go. The porn is ours. I got it. What are you talking about? This early in the morning. I extracted the data from my sister's PC. Does she suspect anything? I think it'll be okay. Ooh, I've been waiting for this. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I have to head to school right now, though. Whoa, my bad. Bring it right after then. I'm gonna punish you if you're late.
Looks like it went well. I wonder what we'll find. Oh, before that, we should get over to school.
What a cruel world, making us go to school on Saturday.
Seriously?
Wish our principal would have a change of heart. He knew all about Kamoshida but kept his mouth shut. Ridiculous. Well, let's vote him up on the fan site. I can't imagine that Phantom Thieves wouldn't go after someone so rotten. I'm sure other teachers knew too. Anyone who did deserves a change of heart. Yeah, but wait. What if it messes up our school trip? Maybe we should wait until after.
Oh, yes.
Next week is the school trip you've all been looking forward to. Have you been getting ready? Your destination is none other than Hawaii. I hope your passport isn't about to expire. You're heading out on Wednesday, so there's no time to get a new one printed. Anyhow, I'm sure you'll enjoy your time sightseeing in Hawaii more if you have more knowledge. Now then, look at closely at this picture. This is King Kamehameha. Oh, I get it, Dragon Ball. Each hand in this famous statue means something, but do you know what the right represents? I'm gonna consult the guide real quick. Alright, guide says it's prosperity.
This is it.
That's right. The right hand represents the prosperity of Hawaii. And the spear in the left hand represents peace. As an aside, it seems that this statue is not of King Kamehameha himself. After King Kamehameha's death, another king commissioned the statue using a boy from his court as the model.
Nice going.
Give me the knowledge. Souvenirs, huh? I definitely wouldn't. Nice.
Here you go. I think I did it right.
Leave it to me.
Whoa, you grabbed all these? Are they for Hawaii?
If we're gonna lay low, we might as well enjoy it. Oh, look at this one! Gigantic sea turtle sightseeing on some beach.
Come on, food's more important than some turtle.
But we can eat the turtle.
This big and thick in Japan. Also, mahi mahi? Is that some kind of fish? Think it's good?
It seems that it's the season for schools all around. We're going on our school trip as well.
Yeah? Where are you guys going?
I believe it's Los Angeles.
That doesn't suit you at all, Yusuke. I bet you wanted to go somewhere like Nikko or Nara.
Anywhere is acceptable. After all, the mineral pigments used for Japanese art were originally imported.
Hawaii and Los Angeles, huh?
USA! 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 Hawaii.
But Los Angeles is hard to give up too. I mean,
Los Angeles is
seem
horrible.
like an LA guy? Like a total gangsta?
That makes no sense at all.
You're the whitest person in this room.
It's more of a resort place than LA, so I'd rather go there. So we won't be seeing each other for a while.
We'll make sure to buy a souvenir for you.
Ooh, here comes some interesting data. This is just from a quick glance, but it says perpetrated and connected.
It means that mental shutdowns aren't coincidence. That this is a case with a culprit behind it.
Actually, it's not just about people having shutdowns. Looks like she's inferring that the psychotic breakdown incidents are connected to the same case.
Go Makoto, sis!
How long do you think it'll take to analyze all of it? There's a lot, so it's not happening overnight. But I'll manage by the time you guys get back. I demand souvenirs from Hawaii and LA for my reward.
I don't really get all this, but you're as amazing as always, Futaba. I guess it's called an information war? Oh, it's so high-tech and modern. Kinda reminds me of a movie.
We're the Phantom Thieves, so it's not that big a deal. I mean, I can turn into a car and stuff too.
Come on, don't try and compete with her.
What did you say?
You're fine the way you are, Morgana. Like, you're cheeky cute?
Cute? Gideon,
Well, we'll continue this when we get back from the trip. I can't wait to see how much the Phantom Thieves' popularity is increased by then.
What the hell? Don't forget to prepare yourselves for the trip, okay? You're really sounding like a teacher right now, man. What are you even saying that for? Didn't I tell you? I'll be coming along. What? The teachers have asked me to chaperone the trip in their place. Wait, what? I didn't hear a damn thing about that. Is there a problem? I'm glad we can go together. Yes, I was worried about how many troublemakers will be there. Are you talking about us? But why are they having you go at all, Makoto? Seems some teachers have to stay behind to deal with that tabloid article. So they decided to get a couple of third years to act as additional chaperones. Seems a few others besides myself will be going as well. Oh, I see. Either way, this overseas trip has been truly long awaited. I expect leaving Japan will be a great eye-opener for us. This is a wonderful opportunity, so we should be sure to enjoy it. Don't forget souvenirs.
Hey!
Yeah, no, we're gonna work on that kindness game. Working on completing a video game within a video game.
Okay.
Let's start up Train of Life.
Oh!
Are 3, 5, 7, and 9. Roll 2 dice to make sure they add up to one of those numbers. 3, 5, 7, 9. Nope. Ah, oh, damn it. All right, heart of the cards. Here we go. Damn it. This game sucks.
I think it's impossible.
I mean, at least we get something for our effort.
Yeah.
Wait, we got merch? Hey, do you go to arcades a lot? There's a forum post that's been bothering me lately. Apparently there's a nasty gamer at an arcade nearby. How? Sounds of it, he's a frequent cheater. Lately he's been focusing on a popular shooting game called Gunabout and ruining people's fun. According to the post, he mostly spends his time down at the arcade called Gigolo on Central Street. Not just be a game, but cheating is inexcusable.
Nasty gamer. It's definitely possible he'll exist in Mementos. Mishima said he's at the arcade on Central Street, right? Let's go see what this is all about. Okay.
How many quests do we have? A lot. Yeah, I'm just not worried about quests. This is sudden, but I won't be at the church this week. I'm going to Los Angeles for my school trip. This is my first time overseas, so I'm a little nervous. We will continue with your lessons if I return safely. Let's go right away.
Hey.
Let's just hang out.
To the exam room.
Nothing else really to do.
Bye.
Ah, you're back.
I'm so bored. What are you talking about? Analyze the data. My PC's doing all the work. That leaves me with nothing. We are preparing for our school trips. None of us have the time to entertain you right now. Oh shoot, I need to go shopping. All we need is a toothbrush, right? What are you panicking for? There's a lot I need. Shampoos, lotions, conditioners. That reminds me, I should pack a canvas. This trip will be a prime painting opportunity. Will one be enough though? That's more than enough. I should bring 3. Inspiration may strike at any moment in time. Now regarding canvas size, bigger is better, yes? What are you asking us for? What I mean is, you shouldn't take shit like that with you. Being able to talk openly to each other like that must be nice. Morgana's getting a little depressed. But now it's not the time for depression. Now is only the time for gaming. We play video games to get nicer.
Okay. Okay. Oh!
3, 5, 7, and 9. Hey, first try. Let's fucking go. Press it. I'll let you through.
Hey!
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Ah.
Work, Phantom Thieves.
I don't get it.
Everyone knows about the cover-up. It's not really a big deal anymore. You know what is a big deal? My gun. My gun about to rank up. Gun about? The super real? That's the one with the gun-shaped controller, right? Everyone's talking about it. The multiplayer is so good. The arcade on Central Street has it. So does the one in Akihabara. You should give it a try sometime. I played against someone really good at the other day. I couldn't land a single shot on them.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go see him.
Welcome.
Let's help him out.
Yep.
I've been getting a lot of students coming in ever since I arrived here. To be honest, it's been kind of a relief. That whole mess with Kamoshida was the reason I was called here after all. They warned me a lot of students had been impacted. I knew there would be a lot of free-floating anxiety. But when I actually got to talk to everyone, I was pleasantly surprised. Most of the things on everyone's minds were college entrance exams, relationship problems, in other words, typical worries for high school students. Some did open up about deeper issues, but not the majority. Some students were still struggling with the scars from the incident, yes. But at the very least, I'm glad the ones who came to me have taken some steps towards recovery. Thanks to you, probably. Well, I can only hope so. I don't think I've done much, but if I've helped even one person, then that makes it all worth it. I know I'm not the most reliable guy, but remember you can always talk to me too if something's bothering you. I am the counselor here, you know. If nothing else, I'm good at listening.
Let's see.
Having said that, it's a little awkward that I have to ask this for your help, but... Remember how I asked you to help me with my research? Of course. I said you'd be helping me with my research, but don't worry, it won't be anything too difficult or intensive. I just need you to listen to what I have to say and work through some questions with me.
So...
Let's see, maybe I should start at the beginning. I can tell you a little about what this research is for. What I'm studying now is pain felt in the mind, or perhaps more fancifully in the heart. Some specific examples include the pain of someone saying hurtful things to you, or being separated from those you love. Maybe this would be clearer. Pain defined by abstracts, like trauma or stress. Bodily, physical pain can be the thought of as something necessary, an automatic response to injury, illness, whatever.
Still...
But what about pains felt within one's heart? The pain isn't born from any tangible problem in our bodies, right? It's something strange and immaterial. I guess it goes to show there are still a lot of mysteries in our own hearts and minds.
You know,
I want to learn more about those internal psychological pains. Now this is my question to you. When do you truly feel pain in your heart? When someone betrays me. I see. Yes, I can... Oh, whoops. It can be rough. It doesn't feel good to struggle with pain in your heart.
For example...
But with that in mind, how about the pain of a broken heart then? After all, what kind of pain is only born because we fall in love, right? Do you have any thoughts on this? It's a seed for new loves. I never took you for a poet, but it's a wonderful sentiment, a very positive way of looking at it. Internal emotional pain can be difficult to deal with, though some say it's always coupled with other feelings. And I agree, of course. I think that's a fair assessment. Though personally speaking, I think if pain can be avoided, it should be. Maybe it shouldn't exist at all. Wounds of the heart are much harder to detect, and in a way they're far more complex than physical injuries. So I'm doing this research to save people who are suffering from internal pain they keep holding on to. You helped me realize that purpose again. Thank you. Did that help?
Right.
Of course. Thanks to you, I can articulate my thoughts for once. What is this, rank 2? 3? Chance to receive the effects of charge and concentrate at the start of battle.
Alright.
Nice. Okay, I think that'll do for today.
Oh?
Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Oh, your mental training. Oh, no, I didn't forget about our promise, of course. I'll teach you tricks for mental discipline. And you help me with my research, just like we decided, right? Now then, how about something like this today?
Alright.
Let's go.
Well, see you.
Oh, this is Maruki. Do you have time to talk right now? I'm taking a breather. Just finished my last counseling session for the day. And I thought I'd thank you once again for your help earlier. Good work over there. Thanks. A lot of students came by to talk today. Hopefully they got something out of it. But to be honest, it's pretty tough juggling this job and my research at the same time. Thanks again for agreeing to help me out. I might be looking for you to help me more frequently from now on. It'd mean a lot if you could lend a hand. Alright, see you later.
Hey.
Futaba mentioned you guys are going on a school trip later this week. I'm not giving you any money, okay? And don't worry about getting me a souvenir or anything like that. Well, cool. Alright, see you on the next one. Bye for now.